Here we have the Singulus dudulus, more commonly known as the single male. From the bags under his eyes, we can deduce that he is suffering from a hangover most severe. As the sun reaches high noon, it's time for him to start his day. He stalks into the kitchen to find his prey, anything that is microwavable. Alas, there is nothing. Home to one and host to none, his dwellings are among the most desolate environments on planet Earth. The male wonders if he can derive adequate sustenance from the coffee creamer that he borrowed from the gas station. But no. Disgusted and disturbed, he continues his hunt in the nearby junk drawers. He carefully avoids thumbtacks in his search for stray ketchup packets. His search is not in vain, for he finds the multi-tool that he's been looking for. None of his findings edible, he forges ahead. The final draw, his last hope. Only mildly disappointed because these takeout napkins will prove a most excellent substitute for the toilet paper that he lacks. Ah, here a rare occurrence in the Singulus dudulus routine. The bathroom door is closed. After scrolling on Instagram for 6 minutes and 52 seconds, the male emerges with his legs asleep but his hunger awakened. He realizes he forgot to wash his hands, and he does not anyway. What's this? A revelation, perhaps? Why, yes, he remembers his secret stash of shore lunch soup. Here we can observe a rare phenomenon, a male reading directions. The small victory is short-lived, for in his hungered state, the male has torn the directions in two, and now he realizes he was supposed to boil the water first. Unconcerned with the proper measurements, the male eyeballs the water needed for this recipe. Realizing he lacks the knowledge to operate his own stovetop, the male calls his mother for guidance. FaceTiming with his mother for the 6th time this week, the male has successfully activated the stove. Or has he? His stomach grumbling with hunger, he places the ripped directions together to reveal that this recipe requires diced tomatoes. A non-perishable miracle. There's no telling how long this can has been here. Experts theorize that it was left by the previous tenant. Another dilemma. No can opener. That's when he remembers the discovery of the multi-tool. Crude but effective, the single male channels his limited Boy Scouts experience. Unlike his primitive ancestors, the Singulus dudulus is unskilled with tools. A watched pot never boils, so this male has decided to occupy his time by pondering the glorious Roman Empire. Ah, excellent. The water is at a boil. As his meal grows nearer, the male breaks into a celebratory dance. Most cringe. Uncertain what whisking means, the male reaches for his most precious tool, the pizza cutter. Impractical yet effective. The male now realizes he has again misread the directions. The whisking was to take place in the boiled water. Nevertheless, he is persistent. He cannot fail, for he is broke, and his direct deposit does not hit until tomorrow. Ah, glorious success. The male has procured the calories required for his busy day of video games and self-abuse.